like rocket fuel.
S-T-R-O.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up?
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
180. We got 25 to Mike. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. He'll have a first down past the 40. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well. But they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
First down, Titans.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
That's complete right side to Gabriel. 12 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwan. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Miller. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. On 3rd down, Miller. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is?
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. Raheem Mostert, 65 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On play action, Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
A gain of 15.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Waiting. Check right 45. All day, dog. I'm bringing it to you.
A first down carry now for Miller. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 44. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. The catch made by Miller. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
He's coming. Go. Sunday.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Wentz to throw again. It's complete to Grant. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Miller. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs, and they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Miller. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lamar Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 22, Wentz. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Into the red zone, Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. The best He's got a man complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Robbie Anderson. 93 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play. Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you get onto that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now it's Miller. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down now. It's Miller, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go. 280! That's right, baby. They don't want it.
From midfield, here's Wentz. That'll be caught right side by Reed. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The Titans on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Miller. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You remember me? You remember me?
That's Samuel, caught left side. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He hits White, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Again, it's Miller. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Lady!
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Matt Bosher now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the back? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
45. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
On 3rd down, Miller. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is Anderson loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
Gostkowski with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This will be taken, and that is going to be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and 11 at the 49-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Wentz throwing the out route incomplete. That's Grant.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Mike 45. Check. Back.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Miller. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Trey Flowers there on the